Oh, I was like streaming and I noticed it just went through and didn't go to the right scene for when it finished its intro thing. Because I have it set up where I press a button on my tablet and it does a whole minute introduction loop for me. Plays some music, sends some text chat messages to the chat log, you know, that type of shit. So I was playing the other day and I realized that I had to do a little bit of alteration to the road area because I kept hitting the truck on the side up here by the where the big excavator is just parked because I was like I keep hitting that, so I had to fix that. But it's coming along, just slowly, but it's coming. Where did I park the page? Oh, I already parked it over there. Just need more gravel. Third time what? The hell? Let me see something. That is weird. Let's see. I wonder if I can get this information from Discord or if it's going to keep it hidden. No, can't get that information. Because I was curious to see if you're getting hit by my firewall was causing it to disconnect, like if it was sending malformed data. Train had something like that last night, but that was he was on the server for a bit for that before it happened. Okay. Morning to all the viewers out there today. Welcome back. It could kick you again? Oh, jeez. What version? You're on the latest version of the game, 27.27.96? Yeah. Oh, that is bizarre and annoying. The only thing I could suggest is check the logs for the game and see if it gave anything useful or not. Yeah, but there might be some data in the game logs. Let me see if I can find where they are for you. Check that folder. All right. I'm not sure if you're gonna have anything in this folder or not, but last spot. Sure I'm not missing any. Where do I see that? All right. You should be able to, I'll send this in a direct message to you. Paste this into a file explorer and it'll take you to the saved game location for Out of War. And then should be a subfolder called logs. I don't know if there's going to be anything in it. The other thing you can do is submit your crash dumps, which should be generated in the crash dumps folder as well, to them for analysis to see if they can track down and fix the issue. The logs, yeah, That's what I was afraid of. But yeah, the next thing you could do would just be send the crash dump to them. Yeah. They broke something in the net code, and I couldn't tell you what it was that they broke. At least it seems to be saving your position. It doesn't seem to be resetting you back to spawn, at least. Just well, they didn't add that function until the update yesterday, from what I understood. Huh. Yeah. Well, probably. Because it could just be causing some type of glitch as to, the issue that's going on with it. Well, thank you for following. That is unreal, man. Oh, if you start up your server, I can try joining it and see if it kicks me from your server. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll dump this load of gravel and then I'll switch. Alright, to the guys that are viewing, I'm gonna dump this load of gravel you see me hauling, and I'm gonna try joining a buddy's game, because he was having trouble joining mine, and we're gonna just do a little test, see if it's reciprocal. If his game stays stable, I'll probably play over there for this stream, and we'll come back and I'll continue this road building on another stream later. Probably be either Sunday or Monday. So right now I'm just kind of dumping this way it's, there we go. But just giving you guys a heads up because it'll take a couple of minutes to do the switch over. Save. Eh, it's menu. Not load session, join. Let's do that quickly. Friend. Getting back into the swing of work, so that's why he's been kind of not on as much. I'll give you guys a little bit of music for the moment while we wait for things to connect, because this tends to take a few. I, I am still loading. Yeah, I'm still loading right now. I'm at the wait for things to drop category of waiting. I was just putting some music on for the viewers that are listening, so this way they're not going completely insane just staring at the screen of when you spawn in. It helps if I wasn't muted when I was talking to you. I apologize about that. No, I'm loading in right now, trying to load in. I'm on the waiting to drop phase in the HUD to finish loading. I was just putting some music on for the viewers while I wait. This way they're not looking at the same screen I'm looking at and going nuts because there's nothing there. Oh, hey, we've just finished loading. Oh, nice. At least now we're loaded in. All right, loaded in. Let's see how long I stay before it crashes out on me, if it does. All right. I even shut my computer down last night. Like I said, if I don't get disconnected and it seems to be the issue going towards me, I'm gonna probably need a little bit of extra information from you so I can investigate to see if it is my end or not. Well, the biggest thing I'd need is your external IP address, and don't share it in voice right now, because yeah. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and cross-reference my router's block logs for it to see if there's anything that's getting caught in it. Because my router does it's called intrusion detection and prevention. So if it sees traffic in a certain manner, it automatically blocks it. So my curious bit is if they changed the net code and they changed it in such a way that it's now triggering that detection. Sure. Sure. Hey, the conveyors are loading in from the distance so far. That's a plus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's looking a lot better. You got a lot of asphalt down. You even built a nice shed for the truck to load in its dirt. The shed wasn't, but everything else was. Oh, I don't remember the shed. It might have been. I know you put in. I remember this going in. The glass is new, but I remember that platform being. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Because this is going to input the gravel into here, which then loops around, comes up to this hopper, and lets you input, and that goes up to the storage unit. Yep. Oh, it looks good. Yes, that would be nice. Even if they just did a simple T-junction that lets you say on or off for a specific direction. Because when you say separator, I'm thinking, it'd be nice to have something where you can separate out, the gravel from everything or the asphalt from the gravel or whatever. But yeah, no, even just a simple T-junction, oh, hell, just put in valves onto the conveyors, something to create that barrier. Yeah, no, that would be awesome. Okay. Yeah, getting that pulled together so we can get some asphalt on it and it's not sinking out of sight. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I gotta fix the flow of that sharp U bend on mine at some point. Yeah, that's the only thing I wanna. Yeah, yeah, no, it looks good. I am going to go get some work on done on this up here. Um, Not sure. Let me get this flattened here and make sure. Let me get this flattened up here first, just this way if, because I built it up pretty high here in the center in the hopes of when I bring it down, it settles at the correct height without that giant divot. So I want to just see where this settles in at, and then kind of go from there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Huh? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, 5.2 meters cubed. 1.2 meters cubed. Because they're saying that the rated capacity is 1.2, but because you can overload it into the point where it's starting to overflow, that's why we can overload the truck, because the actual capacity is not correct. They need to update the capacity rating on the S700NG. And they probably also need to update the capacity rating on the Petworth W389. Um, yeah, yeah, because we're overloading the truck, and that's all's the reason why, is because we're overloading the truck. Also, that truck's not going to weigh only 16,000 kilograms with, uh, especially the Petworth. That ain't going to weigh no 14,000. That's going to be closer to 26, box and all, empty. Yes, you did. Yeah. No, I get you on that. Wednesday? I don't know why. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. It's not something I've done yet, but it's something that could be done. And if you want to do like a joint stream or something, we definitely could. Twitch has got a lot of that functionality in it that should be capable of doing exactly just that. Bringing awareness to, multi, collaborated stream, etc., and everything else that comes with it. Um, as for how to bring it forward, I'm not entirely sure, other than Yeah, sure, we can do something like that. Like I said, it's not something I've done before, but so I'm kind of inexperienced at that, but I can't imagine it would be all that difficult to do. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it after that. Yeah, no, works. And like I said, we can definitely explore it and see what we can do. I just like this to stop falling, dirt collapsing, going down. I just rather it to start becoming a solid mass, although it seems like we're finally starting to get somewhere. And from my understanding, it's like it's you get your good days and your bad days with that type deal too. Ouch. Yeah, and if you want to spend your birthday and bring awareness to it, there's no one should judge you for that. Or trying to understand the why, I guess. But just because it's rare doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It's like, because my wife, she had a birth defect that caused her to lose her right eye. Yes, right eye. And that was a very rare birth defect that she had because usually when it occurs, the individual ends up going totally blind. And she didn't go totally blind. She still maintains a little bit of vision in the remaining eye. I mean, it's not great, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. But it's like for her, she's a statistical anomaly because yeah, she kept her vision, and most people end up going, like I said, totally blind from it. Yeah, yeah, That's impressive. It's like I had when I was a sophomore in high school, I had walking pneumonia and was out for 3 weeks, and it's like everyone thought I had mono, and it's like, nope, that was not the issue. But it's like I can, huh? Yeah, eighth. I remember that day I was sitting in reading class because I hated reading as a kid. Back of the class, and at that time I was living in Connecticut, so that happening kind of hit closer to home than most because I knew people that were in New York City. I knew people that their family, parents, mom and dad, commuted in New York City every day to go to work. So I knew people that were just completely hysterical because of what occurred. And, in the aftermath of it all, school wasn't the same for a while, you know, following that incident, which, at the time was like, it seemed surreal, is one way to put it. That sucks. Yeah. So you're probably about the same age as my wife, born in early 80s. Yeah. Well, some people do, some people don't. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, because I was born in '88, so I was in, yeah, 8th grade. That happened, I believe. Yeah, 8th grade. Because 7th. But yeah, no, I was in 8th grade when that happened. Because 7th grade, my father was in his severe truck accident that cost him his leg in the end. And that just completely devastated him. And I get it because he was a very active man before that occurred. So it's yeah. And that's kind of the issue my father was running into. It's he was never able to get back into that mindset because every time he tried, he would go to do something and realize that he needed assistance, and he was in the generation where asking for assistance is the devil's work type deal. Um, yeah. Yeah. Well, so his parents were part of the silent generation. His parents were. Uh, his mother, my grandmother, was born in 1912, and he was born in 1950. So there is, a bit of, discrepancy on the age there on, when she actually had children versus, you know, what you normally see. It's like most, adults tend to have children in their early 20s, not their early 30s back then. And yeah, so now, so it's his parents' generation. Like I said, I think it's the silent generation slash the great generation because they're, you know 1910s. They've seen the Great Depression, so I remember my grandmother hoarded everything, and you know, not knowing it at the time, I didn't realize it was because she lived through the Great Depression and saw the worst in the country and worst in everything. So it's like that didn't occur to me at the time. But then at times, yeah, at times, yeah. Yeah, I never got to know my grandfather because he sadly passed away before I was born. Yep. Hmm. Oh yeah, no, they were a wealth of knowledge, and there's at times I wish I could go back and you know talk to her more and learn more and yeah. Are you kidding? They would just either, huh? Yeah, they would. They'd just be like, "Hi, Dave. We saw the Great Depression where people were lining up for bread." Yeah, occasionally, but not all the time. Like, I got it once or twice, and that was about it. Yeah. And I like how, the few childhood friends I still, maintain communications with, and it's purely because of they get you when you're growing up, so you can create that strong bond. Whereas some of the other ones, some of the other kids my age at the time in the schools I went to, just they weren't exposed to that same stuff, so they don't understand it. Oh, yeah. Then you went home, and you knew you had to be home by the time those streetlights came on. Otherwise, you'd be in trouble. Mm-hmm. No. Some of them must hate that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 No. Uh, yeah. No. And that's because I have firearms in the house, and if I had kids, I would not be telling them where things are stored or anything like that. And that totally makes sense because, yeah, that's just smart practice, to be honest. Yeah. It's like, yeah, go ahead. Oh, I completely forgot, to be honest. My brain is just still trying to wake up, I guess, a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's like, no, I wouldn't be telling them where they are, but I would definitely be exposing them to firearms and whole firearm safety from a young age that is appropriate. And that value can vary depending on the kid because you'll have some that are way mature beyond their years and can handle the knowledge set that it was required to have in, safe firearm handling. But it's, that's, hmm? Well, depending on what, your conditions were as a kid, it forced you to be more mature. You weren't given the option to not. And for me, it's like I grew up in a junkyard, so I was exposed to a lot of things that can seriously hurt, maim, or kill you. And if being in that environment, you have to learn to be mature and become mature in order to not get injured. Yeah, so it's, same thing. Yeah, yeah. In some aspects, I'd say yeah, because, a lot of the city kids are like that. You go out into the country, there's still a lot of, hmm? And yeah, and I grew up, kind of, in that country setting. So that's just the way I grew up. So yeah, you become mature in order to handle doing all of and you don't think of it as, becoming mature for a reason as a kid. It's like, oh, I wanted to operate the heavy equipment. I wanted to be able to operate the track loader, the crane, whatever. And in order to do so, I had to demonstrate that I had the maturity and control to do so in a safe manner because I would be operating this stuff around other people. So it's like you needed to be able to understand the consequences of you screwing around, what it can and cause. Not in the same sense that we know it, because it's a difference. Yeah, and it's like because you start, it's one of those where you start comparing the city kids and everything. It's hard to compare it because like I was saying, and it's just there's so many things, but it's like it tends to be that stereotypical city kid that has the issue. And I hate doing stereotyping for people because it's sad. And the thing I hate the most is, hold on one second. Let me tell my wife something. All right, sorry about that. I just had to. Our dog's been acting too much like a cat, trying to clean herself and clean to spot raw, so we have to keep her from continuing. And as a result, she gets the cone of shame right now. But yeah, no, it's hard to compare it just because there's so much differences. Yeah. Okay. We are getting pretty good here. It's not quite done yet, but it's starting to go down less in certain sections, which is what I want to see. Hmm? No, I was talking, this road is starting to get to the point where some sections are finally starting to stop settling. So not all of it yet, but it's getting there. Still have a couple of low spots, but I'd rather have a high spot than a low spot. Huh? No, not yet. I am burning through the dirt in my inventory right now. It's just why I can do some pinpoint targeting as much as I can. Because one thing I've observed in this game is there's definitely a method that you kind of want to follow when you're placing dirt, and I know I'd have a very difficult time explaining it to get it to come up how you expect it, how you want it to come up, and not resettle too low again. It's just it takes time, that's all. Huh? Yeah. Well, I ah. Mhm. Mhm. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Also, junkyards are cool. They are just dangerous as all get out. Those who have grew up in one or played in one, it's definitely a unique experience. Hmm? Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, nothing came up? Well, ah, I do it. Mm-hmm. I do have this hard stop today at about noon, 1 o'clock, because I have to go over to my father-in-law's. We're gonna put Jeep up on the lift and take a look at the front end. And I also want to try and get some work done on my new office area. I'll see how far I get today. Oh no, it's an hour and a half. My time, not your time. You're Eastern, remember? I'm Central. Oh no, that's my no my time frame is the that's the time I need to get off so I can eat, get cleaned up, get dressed, get presentable to go out of the house type deal. Because really, we're gonna go look at the car about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'll try and put it up on the list and try and figure it out. But yeah. When I make time estimates, I tend to try and factor in all of the extra stuff that that you're just thinking of ahead of it. It's built into the time of, okay, I want to get off at, noon, just so I can have some lunch, get ready, do all that fun stuff. Just a weird black box variable that my brain just processes. Huh? It's like I can look at, a pile of metal and just tell you, oh, that was, a ton and a half. And people are like, how the hell did you even come up with that value? Experience, I guess. I can't tell you how else. And the same thing goes for time and estimates. And because my wife always, does the make fun of you and jest, but not really comments on, it's like you're a black box when it comes to time. It's like you estimate it's going to take you a half hour, and you end up saying it's going to take you an hour, and then you're done in 15 minutes. I'm like, well, the fix is usually only going to take 15 minutes. Whether or not I'm going to have to go back over and expand on the fix is another story. And it's next time, and you're like, then she's probably like, how the, I can't even question it. This is all in town, so it's only gonna take me less than 5 minutes to get there. We live on the outskirts of the town, so we get all the benefits of being in town without really being in the center of town. And this is a very small town, you know, it's the population in the town is like less than 5,000 people. It's probably closer to 3. Huh? Ah. Be nice if they added trailers for hauling equipment. A trailer, you know, trailers to put equipment on, you know, lowboy trailers type deal. This way you're not trying to take a slow piece of equipment and drive it the entire way where you're trying to go or doing an airlift. Because that would be totally. Huh? Ah. See, I'm totally okay with them doing the concept of, you know, charging $500 for the airlift after they put in the ability to haul your equipment in. So it's like you buy the equipment, you get one free drop, and then once it's dropped, that free drop's gone. And it's like $500 to pick it up and drop it again somewhere else. But you know, it just gives it that little bit of additional realism that to make you say, I don't want to pay to have this piece of equipment moved. I'm just going to do it myself. Well, that's fine. But I'm just saying, you know, yeah. I mean, it's like, if people want to pay for it, that's cool. I don't, you know, I ain't gonna say no, you know, but I don't know. Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be a nice system to have in this. And yeah, you're right. It's not Farming Simulator 2022. From my understanding, it's like the game devs were originally modders for Farming Simulator, and that's where the concept for this game came from. It just feels like this game's been out for a lot longer than it has. Well, it's always been in a playable state. It's just not anywhere near as refined as the current iteration of the game. Hmm. Now, did I remember seeing a grader floating around somewhere? Uh, transfer. I'll leave a little bit in slush fund. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Thank you. Now let me know when you guys saves done. Sweet. Let's see how bad I just made this entire area with this thing. So, like, usually I don't, but I think it's just the way because everything changes in multiplayer. Mm, mm-hmm. Just take a look. Has some iron ore. About this other one. More iron ore. Yeah. Well, if I place the gravel by hand, we will. No, you didn't. Nice. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah. Not my wife. I have to convince her to get it, even on, birthdays or something like that. Because then it's like, well, what do you want for your birthday? I don't know. Oh, crud. Well, you've been complaining that you haven't had enough space in your computer for the past 6 months. Here's an 2 terabyte SSD. Or hasn't been complaining, buys 16 terabyte drives and creates a file share server and says, there, now we have a file server with more data. And for her, it could go either way. She doesn't care. It's just, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of that before. Oh, okay. Ah, so I either need to find my Keurig if I still have it, or break down and buy another one. Because I kind of wish I still had my Keurig, and I have no idea where it went in the move. Although I will admit, it could very well still be on the bus from when we moved. It's just buried and well hidden. Oh yeah, that's usually the way it works, and that's so true for a lot of things. So I just have a container that I throw them all in. So this way, there's a container full of them. Yeah, yeah, that's about right. Not where you're thinking, that's for sure. I'm just getting rid of it. It's in my way. Nope. Like, I just need this thing not here right now. And I know if I move it, it's going to try and pick up dirt, so best just to lift it. Cool. Dude, I gotta try something actually. Speaking of that paver. I gotta see if it's a host only glitch or not. This thing will go stupid fast. Oh, yep, nope. Third gear is broken. Oh no, fourth, fifth, and sixth slow as balls. Third is broken, and I flipped it. But yeah, but yeah, no, third gear is broken, completely broken. Both directions, it hauls. No, it works for both. If you host or not, and that's why I was saying, is this broken for both hosts and clients, or is it just the host? And no, it's clients as well. It's like I just hit 95 going down the hill. Because yeah, it's like even in reverse, this thing's just hauling ass. Hey, got air. Let me let me get out of this section for you, put it back on the ramp, because she is slow when she starts trying to move. And then third gear, she just ramps. I got stuck. Uh, but yeah, no, put it in the third gear and then just use the shuttle shift to go back and forth between forward and reverse, and it will move. Yep, nope, paver's working exactly as intended. But yeah, make you throw that thing in a third, it should just haul. F. You'll shift up. Oh, you got to take it out of automatic and put it into sequential. That's under. Did you figure it out or no? Okay. She's a little slow on the takeoff, but once she gets over about 15 kilometers, she'll just keep going and going. You won't, if it's below 30, it doesn't like climbing the hill in third. But if you hit that hill doing at least 30, it keep going up. Sadly, you cannot use the hoppers to load that. You have to, it has to be loaded from either a bucket or a dump truck. Well, the thing hauls, doesn't it? In a minute you shift it into fourth, it just goes completely limp. Well, it's because you got to ramp over that thing, man. I'm gonna hop off because I am hungry enough for a snack, and that tells me I should have lunch because it is actually lunchtime for us. All right, guys that are watching, I'll do another stream tomorrow if you're all interested. That'd be in the afternoon.